पर्सनल फेवरेट एक फिल्म है मिस्टर इंडिया, जैसे आपने कहा। इट्स माय फादर्स फिल्म एंड आई एम अ वेरी बायस्ड सन। एंड जो अमरीश सर ने काम किया था, अमरीश पुरी साहब ने काम किया था मोगैम्बो प्ले करने में, बिकॉज अगर आप वो फिल्म देखें तो बहुत इमोशनल फिल्म है, बिकॉज बच्चे हैं, गरीबी है, भूखमरी है, और साथ में अरुण भैया जो एक मिडिल क्लास इंसान है, कहीं ना कहीं उन्हें सुपर पावर मिलती है, तो इट्स अ वेरी इमोशनल फिल्म। लेकिन जो विलन है, अगर आप देखें तो यूनिफॉर्म में है, वर्ल्ड डोमिनेशन की बात करता है, उसका एक तकिया कलाम है मोगैम्बो, खुश हुआ, और कहीं ना कहीं वो कैरिकेचरिस्ट ज़रूर हो सकता था। लेकिन अगर आप आज भी देखें तो जो अमरीश सर ने काम किया है उस फिल्म में, इट स्टिल इज़ वेरी स्कैरी एंड एट द सेम टाइम लार्जर देन लाइफ। एंड आई थिंक अ विलन शुड बी एबल टू entertain you and also frighten you and also make you feel like, okay, I maybe understand where he's coming from, at the same time not understand completely. So shades wali acting ya performance bole to Mogambo is a fantastic reference for that.
Your questions, their answers. Dialogue at Nation Next.
Hello and welcome to Dialogue at Nation Next. I'm Radhika Dhawad and today I'm in conversation with Sutaria and Arjun Kapoor. Arjun, I want to ask you, you have worked with John Abraham now in your upcoming movie Ek Villain Returns. So, you are into fitness, so is he.
Yeah.
So, how was it working with him?
Well, I would surely hope that fitness is not the only bonding factor between two actors. But yeah, that is a starting point for most people. When you look at John and myself over the last few years, John's always been fit, and of late I've been working a lot on my fitness for this particular film. But मैं जॉन को बहुत पहले से जानता हूँ। मैं असिस्टेंट था सलाम में इश्क में, जो उन्होंने फिल्म की थी, मैं असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर था उसमें। सरदार का ग्रैंडसन जो मेरी फिल्म थी, दो साल पहले आई थी, वो प्रोड्यूसर थे उसके। तो जॉन और मेरा रिश्ता थोड़ा पुराना है, फिटनेस से थोड़ा ज़्यादा है। मैं उनके वैन के बाहर नॉक करके कह चुका हूँ कि सर शॉट रेडी, आइए शॉट देने। तो my equation with him goes back all the way to Salamesh when I was a 17-year-old assistant. So there was an ease, there's a comfort, and the fitness part obviously is one of the layers and one of the conversations. Obviously, जब John Abraham जैसा आदमी आपके साथ काम कर रहा है, तो by nature you will talk about all things around about taking care of yourself, because he's somebody who does lead a very disciplined life, but very warm person, and very nice working with him.
Tara, this is your debut playback in the film.
Yes.
So, how was it doing that? Because, as an actor and as a celebrity, you are so minutely scrutinized.
Yes. Singing has actually been the largest part of myself and my family and my life since before I was acting in the movies. Since I was, जब से मैं 4 या 5 साल की थी, I've been obsessed with music. I've been singing all my life in the theatre. So for me, music has been the most important part of my life, I would say, even more so than acting to some degree. I understand there's obviously scrutiny involved with nowadays mostly everything, but I think I respect music so much that I would not allow for people to find that many faults with what we have done. Mohit Suri is known for, I mean, his film's USP is largely music. He respects music, and we have the great Ankit Tiwari, who is also associated with the track. We are singing a duet in this song Shamat that released today. And so I think just if you respect what you're doing, whether that's acting or that's singing, I think it leaves less room for scrutiny. But obviously I understand that's part and parcel of the job. So if we get any, I'm sorry if we've disappointed anyone, but we really have tried our best not to.
Arjun, my question to you is like, who is your favorite villain? Because this movie name is villain. Why I'm asking you is because even in 80s and even in 90s, we have had these typical villains. Mogambo, and they used to have some injury marks or they would look mean. But today, like a villain would actually look like a hero. So
Correct.
These are your villains.
Yeah.
These are your villains.
So I think the visual might change, but the thought is always the same. There is always a certain darkness. But उस ज़माने की बात करें, या मेरी पर्सनल फेवरेट एक फिल्म है मिस्टर इंडिया, जैसे आपने कहा। इट्स माय फादर्स फिल्म एंड आई एम अ वेरी बायस्ड सन। एंड जो अमरीश सर ने काम किया था, अमरीश पुरी साहब ने काम किया था मोगैम्बो प्ले करने में, बिकॉज अगर आप वो फिल्म देखें तो बहुत इमोशनल फिल्म है, बिकॉज बच्चे हैं, गरीबी है, भूखमरी है, और साथ में अरुण भैया जो एक मिडिल क्लास इंसान है, कहीं ना कहीं उन्हें सुपर पावर मिलती है। तो इट्स अ वेरी इमोशनल फिल्म। लेकिन जो विलन है, अगर आप देखें तो यूनिफॉर्म में है, वर्ल्ड डोमिनेशन की बात करता है, उसका एक तकिया कलाम है मोगैम्बो, खुश हुआ, और कहीं ना कहीं वो कैरिकेचरिस्ट ज़रूर हो सकता था। लेकिन अगर आप आज भी देखें तो जो अमरीश सर ने काम किया है उस फिल्म में, इट स्टिल इज़ वेरी स्कैरी एंड एट द सेम टाइम लार्जर देन लाइफ। एंड आई थिंक अ विलन शुड बी एबल टू entertain you and also frighten you and also make you feel like, okay, I maybe understand where he's coming from, at the same time not understand completely. So shades wali acting या performance बोले तो Mogambo is a fantastic reference for that.
Tara, you have worked with Disha Patani in this movie. So how was sharing the screen space with her?
It was wonderful. To be very honest with you, I think Arjun and I had the most amount of shoot days together. We shot this film through a pandemic. So everything, sometimes there were ups and downs. But we did have one very special day of shoot, which a little bit of a jhalak of that day has been shown in our trailer, which is the last shot of our trailer, which we've actually been getting maximum feedback for is that last shot, because it is a very twisted, very dark, very interesting, very sexy, if I may say so, in its own way shot. It's something you don't really see very often in Hindi films. Two women having a good laugh over something that they've done. Together or not together, you'll have to see in the movie. But it's been wonderful, and it's so nice that we're getting to promote the film, the three of us together. Of course, we're missing John throughout, but it's been wonderful getting to know her through this film.
You have kind of played a negative or a grey character in your first movie, Ishq, but there was a naivety to it.
Correct.
How different is this villain from that?
आपके सवाल में ही जवाब है. वो एक नाइविटी थी या इमेच्योरिटी थी या कहीं ना कहीं उसका एक सिंगल पॉइंट एजेंडा था उस कैरेक्टर का. परमा का एजेंडा सिंपल था कि मैं लड़की को हराऊंगा तो मेरे दादा मुझे कुर्सी देंगे, मेरे दादा मुझे प्यार देंगे और मुझे अपना लेंगे. बहुत सिंपल एजेंडा है. इमेच्योरिटी से ही आता है जब आप स्टूडेंट पॉलिटिक्स की बात करें और उस नेचर की बात करें. यहाँ पर ये फिल्म है, दिस इज़ वेरी वेरी डिफरेंट बिकॉज हियर इज़ अ मैन हु will go to any extent to be hated and hated to the point that people consider him a villain in their life. His philosophy in life is मरना चलेगा हारना नहीं. तो आप सोचिए एक आदमी अगर जानबूझ के किसी की लाइफ में विलन बनना चाहता है. Imagine if I come and misbehave with you intentionally, so you go and speak about me badly. If that is the kind of person you are, how is that mindset or that complexity that is there? So this is 10 years back, 10 years hence, a certain amount of madness and maturity in a man who by choice wants to be a certain way. That was a kid who thought that is the right way. This guy knows the right way and still chooses the wrong way.
One last question from both of you. Give me one reason why people should go and watch Ek Villain Returns.
The best reason is the fact that we are here in your city and you've come to interview us. After your editor sent me the message, you've come here, and the fact that there is that much buzz that you want to have us on your channel, I think that's a pretty big reason, right?
So even I say that please go
Yeah.
and watch the movie.
Because I was told that you would like to do our interview and it's happening right now. So I think that you should tell the audience now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Nation Next, News Hub for New India.